Hi, welcome back. In this short lesson, we will see how to install Git and set up the working environment. So, it is our time to set up the tools to work with the Git. In order to work with the Git, we need two important tools. One is Git terminal and the other one is the code or the text editor. We are using VS Code, means Visual Studio Code, as the text editor, and in order to download it, visit the website called code.visualstudio.com and then download the installer from here. Choose one of the OS you are using and then download. Since I am using Windows and hence I will download VS Code for Windows. I have already downloaded the Visual Studio Code in my system, so I will not download now. But in your case, you please download the VS Code if it is not already installed on your system. The installation process for VS Code is very simple, and I request you to install by yourself. And once you install the VS Code editor, it is our time to install Git. To install Git, go to the website called git-scm.com. Then we will see the different sections over here. Select the downloads section, or if you are using the Windows, you will find the download button with the latest version here. If you click on the downloads, you will see the installer for different operating systems. The download button with the Windows will show the type of the OS we are using. Since I am using the Windows, it is showing the Windows downloader with the up-to-date version. So I am using Windows and selecting the download for Windows. Since I have already downloaded the Visual Studio Code and the Git in my system, so I am not going to download again. But in your case, you please download both the Visual Studio Code editor and Git. Once you download the Git installer, then click on it to start installing on your system. The important notice here is, please install the Visual Studio Code editor before you install the Git. Click on Yes. Once you launch the installer, it will ask for the license agreement. Read the license and then click Next. It will ask you for the location selection. Here I am going to leave it as it is. Then click Next. Now select the first option to create additional icons on the desktop. Then click on Next. We can also check the box, check daily for Git for Windows updates, and then click Next. Again click on Next. So now we have to select the default text or code editor for the Git. Here, as I mentioned earlier, I am going to use VS Code editor as the text editor, so I am selecting it. If you have not installed the Visual Studio Code editor, then you will not find the editor here. So if you don't find the editor, just install it. Means install the Visual Studio Code editor and then restart your computer and then start the Git installer again. So definitely you will find the editor. Once you select the editor for your choice, then click on Next. Leave the default settings of command prompt and also from the third-party software and then click on Next. Then again leave the default settings and click Next. Here also leave the default settings and click Next. Once again leave the default settings and then click Next. Leave the default settings as it is and then click Next. Click Next. Click Next. Once you find the new options, select those which you are interested and then click Next. So finally, click on the installer to start installing it. It will take a couple of minutes to install it. Once you install the Git, the icon will be placed on the desktop. Click on Finish to close the installer wizard. Now if you see the desktop, you will find a Git bash icon. Just launch it and then type git space -- version and then press enter. Then we will find the current version of the Git. It means the Git has been installed successfully on our system. In order to zoom the Git bash terminal, press Ctrl and then use your mouse wheel to zoom in and zoom out the Git terminal. So here you can see the version of the Git 2.33.0. So congratulations, as we have successfully installed Git on our system. See you in the next lesson.